This is a vlog on Mount Vernon SpeedTrap public safety issue. I was given a ticket by Jennifer Wilcox. I don't know if you can see that, Jennifer Wilcox, and I was in a bunch of cars. There was a big long pack of cars, and there's a long straightaway, and the bridge was in front of it. And basically, all the cars, there was a chain reaction event where all the cars ahead of me all stopped suddenly. Put their foot on the brake really fast, and all the cars had to slow down in front of me really fast and hard on the brake. So I had to too, and so I had to wake the guy up behind me, because when I put my foot on the brake, I looked up in the rearview mirror and checked to see if he was going to slow down as fast as me, because I seen all these people and making sure he was awake, and he wasn't. So I flashed my brakes, pumped them to make the lights flash, like they do on the driver's test. When you put your eyes in there, they flash the lights so you can see what's up. And so he finally woke up and seen what was going on, and it got on the brakes hard, and he almost rear-ended me. Came real close, and then I was like, oh, okay. So traffic started speeding up. We were all going the same speed, and there was like one car that was like, after we started, everyone's going the speed. One car wasn't going the same speed as we all were, and so basically I passed him, I went around him and got up to the rest of the pack that was all going the same speed, and we were all just going the same speed, cruising for a while. Everything was cool. And then one car started, one car in front of the car in front of me pulled to the right, and then we passed it, and then the car in front of me pulled over to the right, and then I passed him, and then I was in the front of the pack, and I was like, oh, wait a sec, am I missing something? Is there like a cop around here? Are we all about to get pulled over? Because when I passed the car in the brown car in the Bronco, she had the look on her face as I drove by her, and she was looking at me like you're gonna get pulled over and get a ticket, like, oh, I hope I don't. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So I look in my rearview mirror, and then I look down at my speedometer to see how fast I was going, and then I look around, make sure I'm not gonna crash into anything. I see I'm like the very first one in the pack, and I'm like, oh, look in the rearview mirror again, because things are, seems like there's a cop somewhere around here. Why did everyone just like let me go into the front of the pack? And then and then all of a sudden there's a cop, right in my rearview mirror, and then I almost got rear-ended, and then right before, and then so I pull over, and then the cops say, and I'm like, yeah, I was just going with the flow, and she's like, no, you're not. Yeah, there was nobody in front of you. And I'm like, what? Like, seriously, there's no one in front of me? Like, really? That's I'm like, oh, I just got set up. I'm like framed. Like, yeah, no one in front of me. Here's your ticket. And then she came back to the car after, because I couldn't find my information. All I could find was my license. She came back to the car, got my insurance and all that stuff. And then I was like, seriously, there was a car in front of me, and she's like, oh, what, are you on drugs? Like, and then pulled me out of the car, said I was on drugs, and then asked me if I had any heroin and all this stuff, because I was getting defensive. I was like, no, seriously, there was a car in front of me. Like, what, you don't believe me? Like, come on, Mr. Officer, you don't care that I just almost got smashed into? And she was just like, put our hands out, like, what do you want me to do about it? I don't care about that. Like, I don't care you got smashed into because I was radaring. She doesn't care. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, sure, thanks for telling me. When I was just like, what, you don't care? You're not even gonna say thanks for telling me? You're letting me know? Like, she didn't give a shit. And so that's why I'm making this vlog. This Jennifer Wilcox, she basically is a if that's the way cops work. They just want to lie and fraud people and pull them out of the car when they fucking basically want to be truthfully and honest and say they're just going with the flow, and all of a sudden she's got a problem with that, like fucking with my authority. Here, I'm going to take you out of your car and fuck with you. And so, I'm just making this vlog to let everyone know, right after I got pulled over, I told my wife there's a speed trap. It doesn't seem right that all these cars, almost got rear-ended, because there's children, families with kids in the back of their car. And I wonder how many, people got rear-ended and smashed into right there. And with this lady, or other cop radaring. I'd like to check all the traffic records and reports and see how many people got smashed there, and basically have wrecked people's lives because there's some cop on some bridge doing radar, right in the speed trap when a mile down the road it's 70, and then it turns into 60 for only 1 mile, and then it goes back to 70 like a mile later. It's just like a little bottleneck right there of a speed trap, and it's a safety issue, because it's a straight line of traffic where it's just really forward for a long time. And when there's lots of cars, when traffic's going fast and it's heavy enough, it can be a ripple effect where, like, I was almost gonna get nailed and rear-ended, and this cop just thought it was stupid, or I was lying, or thought it was funny, funny, like just some dumb look on her face when I told her, yeah, I about got killed because you're, radaring up there, and I'm just following the pack. She's like, nope, there was no pack. Nope, you don't almost get rear-ended. Nope. She's just like, oh, nope, pay the ticket. Here you go. I'm an officer of the law. Here, pull you out of your car. Make sure you're not fucking shooting heroin because everyone's on drugs because fuck, yeah, everyone came back from the war after 9/11. Fucking goddamn ball that horse shit. Fucking needed medicine and Suboxone. And y'all get cut off for the fucking pills. They're all snorting and shooting them. It's like, fuck, dude. Yeah, I know all about those fucking stupid Stargates games. I told her, yeah, I used to play them when I was fucking 20. Like fucking hacking computers, doing all the fucking goddamn spy shit and all my fucking, I didn't tell her all that, but it's like, you guys need to wake up, Mr. Cops. I don't know. I'm a hacker, whatever. I guess, I'm on Twitter. You want to follow me? Sure, go for it. And, it's just bad, though, that, we're draining the swamp, and here there's cops like this that are putting people's lives in danger with kids in their backseat, getting almost people smashed into because they're radaring when there's cars going. They know they're going faster than whatever because the whole pack of them, and it just changed. And they probably have seen this 100 times. They probably give out thousands of tickets, and there's probably a bunch of accidents there. And it should be a public safety issue where cops, for a $150 ticket, people are getting their lives ruined and their cars smashed, and it's costing probably the public massive amounts of money. I could see it right now happening. So y'all, you state patrol people, you might want to check out all those little those on-ramps and all that stuff, and make sure that there's not some of these things where there's accidents happening right before them, like because I could see it happening like real quick, real easy, real fast. And it's dangerous out there driving with bad drivers. And sure, she gave me the whole nine, make sure I was a good driver. Yeah, I'm flawless, man. My code's up to spec. So you guys need to respect the public safety, and yeah, tell that officer that she shouldn't be doing that to people anymore. She should have her all the cases who she gave tickets there looked at, because everyone else who she pulled that shit on, I don't play games. I'm not like those other people who are just gonna pay the ticket and be fine if they get rear-ended there and not know the deal. I'm smarter than that. I'm not no idiot who's just I'm not your average Joe. I wasn't just some geek off the street. She messed with the programmer. I'm a computer software engineer. That's why I talk so fast, because I always do massive hacking, massive coding, and my coding is fast. You know what hacking means? Hacking means coding fast. So that's what I do. That's what I've done for many, many years. And so please, you guys, just understand that my mind travels so much faster than you guys can even think. It is just off the, wall. So, I just, have a lot of issues, with fraud and insurance companies and people smashing into me and saying that it's all like, basically pre-existing conditions. I sit at red lights and get smashed into like practically every other year. I don't know how to control it. There's all these teen texters out on the road with phones, and that's why I'm so alert on when I'm driving, because the guy behind me might freaking have one of the phones that I invented, and fuck, he might hit me and kill me because like he doesn't know how to use his phone and drive, and it's like, man, it's this huge circle of it's a public safety issue. And so I'm just letting all you guys know that you can check out the videos down there. I don't care, whatever you want to do. Sure, that cop, she's probably a nice cop, nice lady, but what she's doing there at that spot is not nice. That might not be good for public safety. Just letting you know. And maybe you'll do more than shake your head and be like, oh, well, what do you want me to do? You want me like one ear and out the other, or you want me to actually think and scratch my head and be like, oh, is there a problem here? 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, let's go back to the dash cam. Let's go back to everything, guys, and check it out, because there could be some 2-year-old kid in the backseat, and there could be a semi-truck driver who's in that lane, or a big truck, and not seeing. He could be eating food, looking at his phone when the cops radaring up there next to bang. These kids are our future. So take care of them, guys. Okay, love you. Take care. Stay patrol. Bye.